Hello children, after a long time, right? Hope you are safe and happy at home. Anyway, I hope you miss me. Right. I have sent you some notes, and I'm going to talk about the 9A, the fourth lesson, effect of catalyst on the rate of reaction. So, right, before we are going to enter the lesson, I would like to recall you. I know at once you will say teacher, catalyst is this, catalyst is that. You will give more definition. The most common definition is that you will say, teacher, the catalyst increase the rate of reaction. So, that is your common answer, I know that. Rather than that, now as you are A-level student, you should say more than that, but don't think that they will ask, okay, what is a catalyst? They won't ask like that, but for your convenient, for your sake only, you should understand what is a catalyst and what the catalyst do. So, actually the catalyst gives a different pathway to for the chemical reactor. And the same, I have given you the same, every important thing in your note, and also it gives an alternative route, right? Now you think you are opening a door, you use only a hand. If you use it, you have to give your full effort to it, but if you use two hands, what will happen? It's rather comfortable, right? The catalyst also like this. So, it gives an alternative route and also it gives a different pathway, right? In this lesson, you have to learn more about graphs, because they have, I remember I have given 4 graphs to draw, because whenever they give questions, they will give the question based on the given the note, right? First of all, I have given you a subtopic, effect of catalysts. So, to discuss that, I am going to start to draw a graph, energy versus, see the graph, for my x-axis it's energy, and for y-axis I have given you the note, fraction of molecules of energy, fraction of molecules with energy. Right, you see your first graph, and you see how I have drew the curve. I use a curve like this. Shall I extend this one? Yes, this is energy. Right. At the same time, I have given you this sort of special places in your note, EA. Shall I shade it in red? This is important, the shaded area, red. Right, now can you remember what you mean by EA? Okay, recall your memory. Tell me what you mean by EA. That is activation energy. We have by-hearted the definition of EA, activation energy. Right? Okay, now in this case, I think I have used this is with catalyst. And let me take another color. The first part, you see your shaded area with catalyst, and this part is without catalyst. Okay. Observe the chart, observe the graph well, and tell me what is the connection in between energy and activation energy here. To which side are we going to use the crocodile's mouth? Less than or greater than, to which side? I'm using this area. Shall I shade it in blue? Sorry, it's not blue. I'll take, is this bright enough? Yes, this blue area. I'm considering the blue area. Is this color nice to you all? Right. So, how are we going to write the connection in between energy and activation energy? You have to use the crocodile's mouth rightly. To which side? Consider this blue area. So, at that time you are using the crocodile's mouth in this way. Energy is greater than activation energy. Now, compare the both. What? Red plus blue. Once again, I want to ask the same question. Energy and activation energy. Write the connection in between. The same, you have to use the same symbol. What are you going to write? How do you present it? Now, remember, the blue shaded area shows you without catalyst, no catalyst at all. This red portion shows you with catalyst. Though it comes red and blue, with catalyst and without catalyst, energy is greater than activation energy. See whether you can understand that one. Okay. Right. Then, according to your note, I have given you another subtopic, that is a reaction profile diagram. You can remember when we were in, when you are in grade 12, still you are in 12, right? You don't have like that, you have first year, second year. You have learnt about enthalpy diagrams. This is similar to that. I am going to clean the board. Right. I am going to draw this enthalpy diagram. The y-axis I am going to take the enthalpy, the the x-axis I am going to take the reaction progress. I think that color is not so good, so I will clean it. So this is the diagram. This is the second graph actually that you are learning. So I will take enthalpy. So children, tell me what is the symbol that you are using to show enthalpy? That is H. If you want, you can write delta H here. Reaction progress. Right. Now recall your memory of drawing the enthalpy diagrams you have learnt. You are keeping reactants in one end, reactants, fine, and then the products. Fine. Now How are we going to show this? Our heading is reaction profile diagram. You have to mark activation energy here and enthalpy here. Both should be marked. So, without writing reactants and products, I would like to take an example, a simple example. Let's burn methane. That's better. I think it's easy to understand. Sorry. Let's write here instead of reactants. Isn't it work? Right. Okay, look at the board well. For reactant side, I'll take an example, methane with gaseous methane with gaseous oxygen. Right. What could be the result? What are the productions? Gaseous carbon dioxide and liquid water. So here we have to mark activation energy as well as enthalpy. How are we going to mark this? Yes. So, where are we going to mark EA, activation energy, and enthalpy? Or you can write here enthalpy change. No problem. Now talk to your heart and say which is come to this place and which one goes to the second place. Yes, activation energy, and this is enthalpy change. Can you remember when you were doing calculations, we have found the values from, these two. So we compared the values of this and this. That's how we have found the value of delta H, and this is activation energy. Right, now see whether you are okay with this. Now for enthalpy change, you have learned there are two sort of processes are there, endothermic and exothermic. So endothermic always it goes above, right? You have learned the examples for endothermic and exothermic and you solved many sums. You all are clever on it now, I'm sure, right? So I have to teach you two more graphs. So I'm going to move to the next part of the lesson, that is uncatalyzed and catalyzed. Okay. I know in this lesson you have to learn about more graphs, right? What is the topic? Just keep it in your mind, catalyst and uncatalyzed. Here also we'll take enthalpy. Enthalpy in y-axis, x-axis you can take progress of the action. Or you can write action progress, no issue. Right. Not like the previous one, I would like to take a general explanation for this one. The previous example, I have given you some example, methane and oxygen, and I wrote the results too. But in this explanation, I would like to go for a general explanation. So here we use reactants. Here we have products. Okay. My dear children, if I am not using a catalyst, If I am not using a catalyst, what could be this diagram? How do I draw the curve? Let's see. It takes time. Okay, let's talk. We have to mark activation energy and delta H here. See how we are going to draw. Right. This is the peak point, right? Right. See your note. This is you have marked in your note. I have given you EA with catalyst. I will draw it in a different way. But first of all, look at this one. Right. What will happen here? If there is a catalyst or not catalyst, you can find the root. No catalyst. And now you are going to see if the same enthalpy diagram or the enthalpy versus action in progress graph will take place like this. The yellow line without a catalyst, the purple line with catalyst. Same product can be gained from the reactants without catalyst as well as with catalyst. But you see, it does not need huge energy to come to the products, right? See the graph very well. I gave you the note here too. So let me start from the beginning. This is my graph. So the reactants and products are there. The the yellow line or the yellow curve shows you without whatever the chemical the process that you take place. We'll take this route if there is no catalyst. If for the same chemical progress or the chemical the activity that you do can be done without much energy with a catalyst. The same products, the same reactants, the same products can be happen either ways, right? But in some cases the catalyst starts to make the formations. In that time we have to change this purple curve. Why? There are complex intermediate steps too. So I am going to erase this purple line to show you. Now this is the normal way with catalyst and without catalyst, okay? But if the catalyst is acting to make the formation, this purple line has intermediate sessions too. I am going to draw, I have given you it in a different graph, but I am not going to do it. I will show you now, right? If I am going to erase this line, the whole graph will be a mess. Therefore, I will use another color to show, but I am drawing the same purple line, but the intermediate section is there. You have to think well. what color is good? We'll take pink, no, red, what, green. Okay, fine. I'm going the same curve, but I'm showing the intermediate session. Right? In your note, you have it in a different graph, but I didn't do that because this is easy for you to understand, right? If I draw it in my note, you may do something, I mean, you will mess it up. That's why I have used many sort of this diagrams to show you. Right. Okay, children. Now, we have come to the last part of our lesson. So, why are people using actually a sort of catalyst? You will at once say for economy. Yes, true. Why? Because catalyst works out with low temperature. You know that. And if you add a catalyst to a certain chemical process, finally at the end of the chemical process, you can take the same catalyst without any change, physical or chemical change. At the same time, the catalyst decreases the energy to do the chemical sort of the process or the chemical reaction. Right? It gives extra energy to the chemical reaction. But nowadays, not like those days, nowadays also for not only economy but for the environmental issues also they use actually this sort of catalyst. And there are heterogeneous catalysts too, but for your syllabus we are not going to talk about that. Whenever you go to the campus, you can learn more, right? You can go to the university, I know that you all are clever. And this is the summary of this is the explanation, summary of your lesson. I hope you understood it very well. So I'm planning to see you soon with a new video. Till then, stay safe, study well, right? So goodbye and God bless you.